Hello, restorers. Welcome to another episode of Tony Restores and Explores. Let's see, I want my orientation locked, so very odd day in Chicagoland, guys. Past couple days, if you're anywhere in the Midwest, it is. Wearing a mask. I'm gonna take the chance. Here and not wear a mask. So we'll see. Coming down. We're grabber, and we are. I promised we. Last. My was where we do the 355 exit ramp cleanup. So we're today and do a. So yeah, we're here at the ranch. The beautiful spot. The day isn't that pretty, but you know that's because we are being poor stewards of the planet. That's for sure. That's causing these poor days, poor air quality. So excuse me here, guys. Get this thing on. Make sure you guys got a good view. There we go. Make sure you guys got a good view of the stream. We're going to be doing some foraging. We're going to be doing some cleaning. And we're going to be doing some talking about what's going on here. I'm going to watch. Okay, that's better. There we go. Much better. Okay. So, we're going to begin. By the way, the music here is from a YouTuber called Organic Frequencies. Love his stuff. Check out his stuff, guys. He's going to give us some audio vibes as we go here. Definitely a talented artist. So we certainly aren't going to hesitate going into the forest either. But I'm just going along the trail here for a while. We're eventually going to hit the riverbed and get most of our trash there. Go along the trails as well, guys. Not as worried about paper towels as I am the plastics. But you guys know all about that spiel. So how are we on Wednesday? We're doing these as live stream and videos to you guys literally as we go. It's fun, and you guys can point out trash to me and holler and comment, and we can almost have conversations. This is kind of like the preferred method, I think, for a little fun video. Some live stream. Be with me here live in spirit. Tons of which is interesting. It's been pretty mild here in the Midwest as far as rain goes. So it's good to see that there's quite a bit of growth. But yeah, all this smoke and smog, apparently Chicagoland area and some of the surrounding areas here in the Midwest currently have the worst air pollution in the world at this given moment. And it's definitely noticeable, guys. It's definitely noticeable here. Some thick smoke is in the air. It's like chemical, and it almost has like a chemical taste, which is very odd. But again, we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to be the stewards of the planet that prevent this kind of catastrophes from happening. Looks like we got some berries here ripening. Look at those, guys. Almost looks like a raspberry bush. Definitely looks like a raspberry bush. Yeah, that's one thing I want to become better at, and which I can do on these little adventures of these Tony Restorers and Explorers expeditions. Taxonomy and my identifications and fungi, animal. That's something I think we can all agree on. Oh, we got a dried up creek bed here. You know what? I think we're gonna walk along the dried up creek bed, because that tends to be also where trash is and some other cool things. So let's make our way down there. I don't like to hesitate going through foliage. Just be careful, guys. Try to be as harmless as possible. Even though I know that's difficult to do as I step on a bunch of vegetation, but just be careful. Okay. So yeah, these are all just little dried up offshoots here of the DuPage River. So not a lot of trash accumulation here, which is interesting. I think that that's, you know, these forest preserves are actively cleaned up by paid workers from, you know, whatever county that they're in. So, you know, which is great. Obviously, forest preserves are wonderful, but we need more of them. Okay, here's a little guy that we don't like. What's this? Some sort of balloon or ball. It's not very cool. We'll grab that. And just some glass. We leave the glass most of the time. So that's really no different than rocks. Yeah, I can't say it enough either, guys, how we just need to really not use anything plastic as much as we can. That's why I love all the liquid death waters. Any of marketing that's trying to brand away from plastic is absolutely wonderful. So the death to plastic motto is fantastic. We need to really incentivize companies to stop using plastic, and there's so many alternatives out there. Now, I get that that's probably has been difficult in the past, but with our modern tech, it's definitely a yeah, but even the current tech too isn't great with like hemp plastics and stuff like that, because they still have some derivative or some amount of oil polythene based plastic in their manufacturing process. But we can get better at that. We are getting better, I think. At least the companies that care are. So, just a beautiful little environment here. Ecological beauty here. I can get lost in these forests for days. All these old mossy rocks. Yeah, I'm on my second Robin Wall Kimmerer book. Definitely check it out. Oh, geez. We'll talk about it later. It's about moss. Moss, the most underappreciated plant life out there, but life nonetheless. It needs respect and love and care. Ooh, some of these plants are so interesting. Like, look at this. I wonder what this guy is. Almost want to take a picture of it. But these red bugs, love it. Bunch of red bugs on there. Sadly, I forgot my knife like a big dum-dum. But a knife is always good to have when you're going out into these type of environments. So you can scrape away and cut at things and so on and so forth, but we're okay. We're on a peaceful mission here. Just a simple peacekeeping mission with the planet. Oh, I did not expect to be in this riverbed, but this is very pretty. Looks like some sort of animal scat there, being consumed by the plant and animal life. No mushrooms, guys. Lots of insect life. Lots and lots of insect life. Oh, here's some trash. Some plastic up. And it's a doozy. It's a doozy of a plastic bag here. Sometimes the grabber doesn't work to get it out. Bag of something. I just love the smell of dirt too. I don't know if it's just me, if I'm just a weirdo or what, but something about smell and soil. Super duper cool. And this stuff is real moist here because this is where all the water runs down. On certain years, I'm sure that it's very flowing with water. Here's an old dead tree. Looks like the mycelium and all the kinds of other animals and critters have really done some work in there, huh? Chewing away. Oh boy, what's this? What is this, guys? Look at this styrofoam. You come out here, eat your dinner, and you don't even take up your trash? What? Ew. Big ew. Yeah, watch your step when you're out here too, guys. Do not hurt yourselves. And now we hit the giant retention. Shame. But that now allows us to go deeper on our journey into the bush. So we're just gonna have to find a good spot to head up on. So we will continue. Got maybe 1/8 of a bag worth of trash here, not even really. This was surprisingly very clean. Very pretty and very clean. I think I need to move a little bit slower on these cleanups as well, because like I've talked about so many times, the plastics are usually like gray or black or brown, and they're very hard to see amongst all the natural stuff. Even though that word natural has kind of been hybridized now to not mean natural, I feel like it's on all kinds of food stuff, and it's just simply not true that it's natural, but It's a little clever marketing technique for people to think that they're eating healthy when they in fact are not. Just be health conscious out there, guys. Be as health conscious as you can. Wow, so many pretty ferns, lots of tall grasses. Just wonderful this year. No mushrooms yet. I guess in this part of Illinois, it's difficult at this time of year anyway. But oh my gosh, look at how pretty that expanse is, huh? Well, there's the trail. So we'll just kind of meander our way through and search and hunt for goodies. Yeah, the best time to come do this for practical reasons is in the winter time and in the fall and in the spring, post all the leaves. But those times are no fun and it's cold. So it's the cruel irony of trying to do these detrashes, and the plants are hiding the trash. I'm no arborist, but this tree looks quite healthy. For the most part, all these trees are looking pretty good. Very good health on these trees. Very good indeed. Lots of pretty stuff in here, guys. Look at all the pretty foliage. All the pretty foliage. Just making sure we're still live here, y'all. Hope that you guys are enjoying. It's just your daily reminder to get out there and enjoy nature. And if you want to get a twofer while you're enjoying nature, help nature and clean it up. You know how we do it here. Tony Restores and Explores, the TSR pod. I'm trying to walk as gently through here as I can as to not disturb things, but that never goes well. And of course we got a bunch of pricklies. It's okay. We'll deal with those later. See, these little leaf piles are usually pretty good areas for myceliums, but I do not see any. As we make our way through the bush. Oh man, the spikies. Come on, I'm trying to help you out, nature. These do a good job of keeping us away. Luckily, they're not very fresh, otherwise they'd be a lot thicker and sharper. Those are old spikies. I got a ton of baby ones on me here. A ton of baby spikies. Those are gonna be real joy to clean up later, but that's okay. Very pretty park here. A tennis ball here. Ripperino. Yeah, I see so much of the plastic. At least the lawnmowers suck up some of it. But it's like a double-edged sword. They suck some up, but they also leave a ton of little remnants as they shred. So it's never good. Such a pretty park though. Very pretty indeed. Hope you all are trying to read the news and listen to the news less and doing more of this. Create your own news. Get out and, as my dad would say, like many more him have also said, get out there and attack the day like birds of prey. Interesting statement. Interesting way to look at the world. Oh boy, we're about to lose our organic frequencies here, guys. The techno is gonna go away. We'll just get rid of it now, huh? We'll just get rid of it now before it dies. You always got to worry about where you're stepping and stuff like that, because you don't know whose home you could be on top of. You might be on top of somebody's home. They've got these cool parks. We need more, to be honest. We need more parks like this. The more we preserve and restore nature, the more it reciprocates back. Yeah, just the weirdest weather, guys. I mean, if you can see, I'm not sure if the camera really does it justice, but it's just so smoky, and it's an odd, like, whitish smoke. It's very different from a couple of weeks ago when we had the Canadian fires that brought down that air that had all the ash in it. It was much more orange and it did feel thicker then. This is something new with what's out here today. So it's a shame to see. Yeah, like I said, I've talked about before, a couple live streams ago, I put the link up in the description for a couple of relief funds that you can use for wildfires, you know, Canada and here in the States as well. You know, California's had their run-ins and problems with fires, and we need to become better managers and stewards of this planet, guys. So if you can, you have extra funds, please do it. Please do it. All right, we're gonna head into this very pretty meadow here. This looks very inviting. This little path here looks like somebody may have trenched before me. So we're gonna head back into the bush and do some cleaning. It's just so hard to see though. Pretty flowers everywhere. The foliage is so thick. So thick at these forest preserves, I can't get to the trash underneath. Just a pretty shot though, huh guys? Look at that. Look at that. This is getting too tall for to even explore here, guys. Yeah. I don't know how much more I want to go in. Yeah, do we not be cowards today? Let's be a little courageous. I don't know that I'm doing these plants justice by stepping on them, though, is the problem. This is preserved territory, so I feel bad even though I'm cleaning up, disturbing it. But somebody's got to go out here and do it. Worry about all kinds of snakes and stuff too here. But you can't worry too much. Usually they're more scared of us than we are of them. You just got to be careful what you're stepping on. It's very hard to tell here when I'm stepping on. So yeah, we're gonna turn back, guys. I can't get to any trash anyway. So my idea was that you know, we do a run, but at this point in the summertime, everything's just so green. You really can't these forest up. And plus, people are paid pretty good wages, I guess, to specifically focus on these areas and keeping them clean. Now, that's why I really like focusing on the highways, because that's where the most trash is at. Most definitely, that's where the trash is at. So I guess actually come back down. This is the same creek bed. Maybe you can walk down the other side, but looks like that filled in nicely with all kinds of foliage and ferns and greens. So we won't do too much more disturbing there. Super pretty landscape that they've here. Only problem is not a lot of places to get to the trash. That's okay. This episode we can mainly just be explorers instead of cleaners and detrashers. Soak in the good vibes and send out the good vibes. Get out there and feel the sun. Yeah, it's another really big sad part about all this smoky smog is the sun doesn't feel the same when it hits your skin. Definitely feels different than if it was a clear, clean air day. The sun almost feels like it's sticky by the time it feeling, which don't like. I know a lot of people are locking themselves up because of this, which might be good advice, but then again, you know, there's no better medicine than getting out here. So heed that advice as you will. Again, if we didn't cause these problems in the first place, then we wouldn't have to release air quality warnings. We wouldn't have to have everybody get worried about breathing in the fresh air and locking themselves in their house in their own little stagnant, stale, smelly house air. Which technically, after a couple of filtration processes, is the same air that's out here. So I don't really get the point of that whole advisory in the first place. Oh, there's some trash. Just very interesting to me that it works like that. And how in the world that we're not slapping gigantic fines on companies that are the big perpetrators of stuff like this happening is insane. Like, to me, I learn the stream. Rail should, in my opinion, almost be their assets should be seized, and they should be forced into bankruptcy until they come up with a real solution to their problems and really invest corporate profits into safety and into infrastructure upgrades instead of, you know, yacht parties. Flower there. Look at her. She's just coming to life here. I don't know if I really want to mess. Look at those pretty things, huh, guys? Little balls of reproduction. If we've got any arbor, well, it's not a tree. If you can identify what that plant is, please do so. I guess I could probably look for some of the signs that they have posted here. Tell me what foliage I'm looking at. Lots of happy birds, as Bob would say, chirping away today. Whistling and singing their song as they go along. Raspberries, but there's some of berry that resembles cruel, and they're quite well here. Those are quite nicely. Quite nice. I'm going to assume not poisonous, otherwise they would be cleared by the county that runs the forest preserve. So they are edible berries. Fancy that. But, you know, again, before you eat anything, plants, mushrooms, whatever, always be 100% sure. At least that's what I've learned just starting my foraging and my taxonomy and botany identification process here is make sure you're 100% sure before you consume beautiful plant or this. So lots of clean growth here. Yeah, the plants don't seem to mind. We talked about that article too before, where the percent green ago. Of old natural cycle of forest goes into grasslands, and eventually, you know, all that, if we intervene enough, is a disturbance. And I'm sure that the enough to regulations we're putting it program with it instead of against it, huh? So these little cool caverns, I always love when I get to do a little miniature duck through it. Bones character. That probably looks pretty cool on film. So this is a trail leading somewhere that other humans have made. I'm going to follow it. My exploration mode has been peaked, and there's nothing that I love more than going off the trail and getting into potential trouble, but also experiencing the fun part of life, which is taking risks and exploring. So it looks like our human path ends. No, we keep going here. See, this is, I don't have to feel personally guilty for carving a new path. Some other humans stepped on all this to create it, to get it here. I think it's coming to this big tree, as usually where all paths go. So that we can come be a presence with our great mothers, the trees. And ooh-wee, she is mighty pretty and gigantic. Look at her. Just a big, big, big tree. So from the leaves, looks like she's an oak, because it's not maple. Wow. It's absolutely stunning. Still thriving and healthy, huh, honey? Doing good? Good, good. Yeah, she looks great. She's old too. You're an old girl, huh? You got some years on you. Gorgeous. Well, we're trying to keep it clean for you. Some of us. Look at this. Got. You can't even communicate with us. Infer you don't like plastic, because I don't like plastic, and we have a mutual little agreement in exchange for our air, so we should help each other. Oh wow, looks like the trail does continue. Didn't just stop here at old girl. We're gonna call her Bethany. I don't know why. That's gonna be my name for old girl Bethany there. Wow, this goes deep, huh? Very nice. Explore. You get to go up, oh, right to the riverbed. That's where the trail, yes. Aha. The secrets have been revealed. Somebody's beautiful scenic spot. Holy cannoli, guys. Mamma mia, as they say in Italy. Holy cannoli. I don't know if that's what they say, but that's what the Americans say about Italy. Wow. Stunning. Very pretty, guys. Very quiet, somber, gentle flow of the river. Nature's just absolutely gorgeous, huh, guys? Beautiful. We'll leave the camera rolling here. Let's see if we catch any cool footage. Got a little upgrade attached to my head like a bird. So now you guys see what I see. Let me know what you think in the comments too. I think if you'd rather these be these 20. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys liking the content and hanging out with me. So as always, guys, remember, live a whole beautiful world out here. So much to explore and enjoy and restore. We've just got to make sure we don't destroy this beautiful home in the process, right? Some moth butterfly, right? So